okay? And yes, this training will be recorded so you can play it back. I'm really putting this training together so you understand what I'm doing and how I look at the chart, especially for the new people, and want you guys to understand and where you can go to understand how to open up your broker account, how to put the signals in. In addition to that, we will have more future trainings, especially with Gabriel Montoya, so you can understand the strategy, the scalping strategy as well. If you would like to participate in that, give me some number 10s in the chat. Number 10s in the chat right now. Yes. I am in the lab right now. Ready to kill it the rest of this year. I'm super excited for what we have going on. I'm super excited for what's to come. How many people are actually making some type of profits by attending in the US30 chat? How many people are making profits? Okay. Give me some dollar signs in the chat if that's you, if you're making profits, if you're seeing results. Give me some dollar signs in the chat if you're benefiting from being in the chat, or just the IM platform in general. If that's you and you're being a product of the product, you're being the perfect student, you're copying, you're pasting, and you're learning the strategies, even making it your own. If that's you, type the number 10 in the chat. Shout out to everybody who is actively participating. Some people are in the back of the classroom, they're quiet and they're making money. Some people are on the forefront. We see you guys in the chat every single day. Some of you guys are trading demo, which is perfectly fine. Some of you guys are trading on funded accounts, which is perfectly fine. Shout out to everybody who's on the funded accounts that has passed their phase 1 and phase 2 and got their certificates, and you are getting to the bag right now. We'll go over that as well. And shout out to everybody who's trading live. Shout out to everybody who's just actively moving forward. You are a champion, okay? And if you're brand new for the first time, seeing this for the first time, shout out to you, because you are taking your first step right now to 10xing your lifestyle and income and for years to come. All right, so let's get right into it. It is now 8 minutes after the hour. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it and pull up my PowerPoint. So if you are ready, type the word ready. If you are ready, type the word ready. Chanel's ready. All right, I see you. Who else is ready? We got quite a few people on the line here. All right, Tamara's ready. I see. I gotta let more people in the room. All right, Karima's ready. I see you. Who else is ready? Who else is ready? I don't want to get started. I want to make sure everybody's ready. Dion Ways and Means is ready. Yes, yes, yes. Maribel is ready. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get right into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. 1 second. Let me get this ready. I want to share my screen. Let me get my PowerPoint up. We're going to go on and talk about what US30 is, the tools you need, and going on into the broker account, lot sizes, things of that nature, and things you can do to win, right? Win in life, right? Just to introduce myself, that way we're not strangers. For those of you who don't know me, I'm San, AKA Win with San, AKA Mr. Dow Jones. I've been trading for about 10 years now, and it's been a phenomenal ride. For those of you that know me, I'm a network marketing professional. I'm a trading professional. I'm an all-around entrepreneur. And I blame network marketing for the things that I know. Okay, it's developed me and my mindset to negotiate, discuss business, especially learning how to invest, if that makes sense, type number 1, right? So my mentor always told me, he says, listen, learn the skill with the intent to teach. Okay? Learn the skill with the intent to teach. If you know something, give that energy to the universe. Does that make sense? Share the information. If you have something good, let your colleagues and loved ones know what you're doing. I say, tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go, right? Tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go, right? But I've done my job. My mission is to share this information with as many people as possible so they are aware of the possibilities of investing and making money right from the smartphone. Isn't that phenomenal? If that's phenomenal, type number 3. Being able to make a full-time income from your smartphone is incredible. And there's a large amount of people in the world who don't even know this exists. Right? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? I say learn. I say earn. And share information. Okay? That's the mission. Learn, earn while you learn, and share the mission. If you got that, type number 5. Okay? If you got that and understand that, type number 5. Okay? All right. We got 5s. We got 5s. Awesome. Awesome. We got to share, guys. We got to share. You know what I think about? Imagine if somebody didn't share this with me. Imagine if somebody didn't share this industry, investing with me. Okay. I remember when I first started, I just understood how to be the perfect copycat. Okay. I knew nothing about charts. I knew nothing about investing. Okay. But I knew one thing: if I just copied the right cat, right? Professional game of copycat. If I just copied the right cat and I continue to copy and I continue to learn, eventually I can be independently profitable. And this is where, that's the goal. You want to be independently profitable as quick as possible. When you become independently profitable, you're recession proof. It doesn't matter what the market is doing, up, down. It doesn't matter if we're in a recession. If you understand these markets and you understand how to enter and exit trades on your own, nothing can stop you. How many of you on this call right now want to be there, right? Type number 1s in the chat. That's you, if you want to be there, okay? Right? That's what you want to do. And it takes an incredible amount, a large amount of patience, okay? And discipline and consistency, okay? To get where you want to get in your trading career. All right, so let's go ahead and share this PowerPoint that I put together. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Share my screen, share my screen. Here we go. All right, let's see here. Is that showing up for you guys? There we go. If you can see my screen, type the number. Let's use the number 7. The number 7. Let's type number 7 in the chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's talk about US 30. What is US 30? Let's talk about that. US 30, okay? The United States stock market index US 30, the Dow Jones, is a price-weighted index that tracks the performance of the 30 largest and well-known US companies that are listed mostly on the New York Stock Exchange. Does everybody understand that, right? Basically, the top 30 companies, well-known companies, listed mostly on the New York Stock Exchange. In combination, whether they do good or bad, that's what causes US 30 to go up and down, okay? You can trade US 30 on the foreign exchange market. You can trade the US 30 on the stock, the New York Stock Exchange market. Does everybody understand that? Type number 1 if you understand that so far. Type number 1 if you understand that so far. We're going to school today. Class is in session. The whole world should be on this call. Investing made easy, all right? That's the movement. Moving right along, okay? What exactly do you need? This is so simple. What exactly do you need to trade US 30? First of all, you need Telegram. What is Telegram? Telegram is that nice app that you're in right now where you're in the chat, you get the signals, you can communicate with your colleagues in Investing Made Easy, okay? All right? It's where you get all the signals and the information to the platform, IM, everything is in Telegram. So you want to make sure you have Telegram and you're in the chat. Remember, in order to get access to the Telegram chat, you have to be active in your membership on the platform. You have to be active. If you're not active, right? If you're not active, well, you know, because we have very valuable information. Would you agree? You know, you can really change your life, right? And there's a membership because educators have to be compensated for giving you value, right? Why not? I gladly pay my membership, okay? The step number 2, MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 is an app you can download for free on your phone, okay? MetaTrader 4 is an app that is actually the remote that connects to your broker account, which brings to step number 3, okay? Your broker account is basically your trading bank account, okay? You need a broker account to trade. You have to add funds in your broker account to trade on the market. Does that make sense? Right? We also add number 4, your IM back office. Education first. I like what Dion says. Education first. You have to have your IM back office, guys, for full education to get the value, okay? I learned from following educators, okay? Now it's my duty to teach and share the information I know, okay? Moving right along, let's talk about it. How to fund your broker account, okay? A lot of you guys have these questions here. How to fund your broker account, okay? A lot of the brokers we use right now, how many people are using cotforex.com? Give me some number 1s in the chat. How many people are using Hugo's Way? Give me some number 2s in the chat. If you're using cotforex, number 1. If you're using Hugo's Way, number 2, right? Guys, you can use whatever broker you want to use as long as it's compatible to Forex, as long as you can trade whatever pairs you want to trade. I like to trade US30. I only trade US30 because that's all I need. You just master one pair, okay? US30 is a lot more aggressive than the other pairs, okay? US30 is an index, it's an indice. I hope you guys are taking notes. US30 is an index, it's an indice, right? And you have regular Forex pairs like EUR, USD, GBP, JPY, AUD, USD. They're a lot more, they're less aggressive, okay? And we'll talk about that, okay? Step number 1, let's talk about it. You want to go to welcome to IME.info. FRX training. We put it together, guys. You want to go to welcome to IME.info, click the FRX training tab and follow all of the steps. Okay? Follow all of the steps on the FRX training tab. If you got it, type number 2. Okay? You see on the left-hand side, if you click the image in step number 1, it's going to take you directly to Hugo's Way. So you can open up your broker account. New people, this is for all the new people, okay? This is for all the new people. Let me make sure I'm letting everybody in this chat here. We got more people coming in. Okay, we got more people coming in here. Let me let them in. Okay? You guys follow me so far? So for the new people that are coming in right now, we're talking about broker accounts, okay? Most people on this call are either using cotforex.com or they're using hugosway.com. You decide what broker you want to use, okay? Every night I put out a signal. I put out the numbers for cotforex. I also put out the numbers for Hugo's Way. What do I do? 2 different numbers for different brokers because the numbers match up a little differently on the chart. There are a few points off depending on what broker you're in, okay? So again, go to welcome to IME.info, click the FRX training tab, follow all the steps. Option number 2, you can refer to YouTube. Does that make sense? Guys, let me tell you something about technology. Technology is phenomenal. If you need answers, you can simply go to YouTube and type it in YouTube, okay, and find the answers. You see these examples up here I have on the screen? How to transfer money from Cash App to Hugo's Way. If you type that in, how to transfer money from Cash App to Hugo's Way, it'll tell you how to fund your account, how to buy Bitcoin on your Cash App and send the Bitcoin to your broker account. That way you can trade live. step-by-step instructions, in addition to the training that I put on FRX training tab on welcome to IME.info, okay? How to buy Bitcoin on Cash App. See, a lot of these brokers, here's some options here, guys. When you want to fund your broker account, you can either do a bank wire, you can use a debit card, or you can use Bitcoin, okay? The easiest way to fund your account is using Bitcoin. You guys understand that? Okay. Why do I say that? Because it's instant. You buy Bitcoin on Cash App, it's instant. If you buy Bitcoin on crypto.com, Coinbase, it's going to take about 7 business days. It's going to take some time for you to get that Bitcoin, for that transaction to happen. But if you buy Bitcoin on Cash App, you're getting it the same day. Okay. And you can fund your account the same day. Is this making sense so far? Type number 10s in the chat. Okay. Once you buy the Bitcoin, you can send it to your broker account immediately, ASAP, funding your account with Bitcoin. If you use a debit card, they're going to require some verifications. It's called a KYC verification. They're going to want a picture of your ID. They're going to want verification of your billing address, okay? There's so many things they want when you use a debit card, okay? Sometimes your bank may reject your debit card. Because some of these banks don't believe in Bitcoin, so they say, right? So they'll look at it as fraud. So if you try to use your debit card to fund your broker account, you may get rejected depending on who you bank with. So for me, the go-to is Bitcoin. Where do I buy my Bitcoin? Cash App, okay? That simple, right? If you want to learn how to do it, you can go to YouTube. You guys follow me? You can go to YouTube and you can type in the search on the top. How to buy Bitcoin on Cash App, how to transfer money from Cash App to Hugo's Way, how to transfer money from Cash App to Cop Forex. Believe it or not, Hugo's Way and Cop Forex are pretty much the same process. They look exactly the same, okay? We got that so far? Yes, yes, type yes. Move right along, okay? Let me make sure I can change the slide here. US30 signals and live session details. Let's talk about it right there on the right-hand side. If you're on the IM platform, of course, you can go to Go Live. You can follow the FRX Live experts, guys, and go through the schedule, go through the channels, and see who's training live on FRX. There's so many different strategies. I had a conversation with Dion Ways and Means the other day in Lavelle, and we were talking about the DeLorean. How many people know about the DeLorean strategy? Type a number, let's say 9 in the chat if you're using DeLorean. DeLorean is a phenomenal strategy. Shout out to, I believe, Dave. Shout out to Tyrone. All these educators that are masters at the DeLorean, the 3-candle process, the 8-candle, process. If you know, you know. Okay. I learned how to trade US30 from specifically Dr. Kathy, who was also on this platform, where we trap the market. It's a different strategy, which I will show you how I learned how to read US30. And then you have scalping as well. And there's so many different ways you can speak this language, ladies and gentlemen. Which one fits you and which one are you going to master? Okay. So US30 signals are sent out in our IME private Telegram channel. How many people are on that channel? Type the number 2 if you're in that channel, right? Remember, you have to be active, like what I show here. Your membership must be active to access the platform in the channel, okay? Sunday through Thursday, I am putting out US30 signals at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Copy and paste signals. You literally take the signal, you take the numbers, and you take those numbers and you put them in your phone and you're done. 5-10 minutes, and in an hour, 2 hours, you're going to see results, okay? How many people are seeing great results? Last night we put a trade. Who made profit last night? Give me some dollar signs in the chat right now. Give me some dollar signs in the chat right now if you made profit on the signal last night. Right? We hit TP on the sell. The market's been going kind of crazy lately with the big drops and the big push-ups and back down, right? Our scalp session, US30 scalp sessions. Okay, we do have a special one on Zoom, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. How many people have been following Gabriel Montoya? He's been absolutely destroying it. If you follow him, it's really up to you guys to jump on these sessions. You'll learn something, right? So Gabriel Montoya, he's on Zoom sometimes, he's on Twitch, he's on Facebook, he's on YouTube, and he's going live on all these platforms simultaneously about 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. just so you guys can kind of see what he's doing, right? He's also part of the IM platform, and he's learned from the educators as well. Hint, hint, product of the product, right? Details of these sessions are posted in the IME Trading Club chat daily, okay? They're posted daily. So you want to make sure you're plugged into Telegram. Telegram is kind of weird because, you know, you might have multiple chats, okay? So you want to set your notifications so when these signals come out and these Zooms come out and things of that nature, you see it, okay? If you have any extra chats that are open that you're not using, remove them, archive them, delete them. That way you're not confused or miss out on a session or a signal, okay? Additional US30 training and course sessions and tools can be found on welcome to IME.info and GoLive.im. Make sure you're taking the notes, guys. Do we got that so far? Type the number. What number can we use? 4. Type the number 4 in the chat if you got that so far, okay? Number 4 in the chat if you got that so far. Let me see if do we got 4s? We got 4s. Class participation. Let's go. Next slide here. Let's talk about it. How to enter trade signals. How to enter trade signals, okay? How to copy and paste instructions. Step 1, you want to open up your phone. How many people have MetaTrader 4 downloaded? If you do not have it downloaded, download it right now as we speak. See, one thing on Zoom, you can multitask. You can listen to me, you can watch me at the same time. You can have your phone open, and you can be doing this right now. You can be doing this right now, okay? While you're listening, you're watching me at the same time, and you can be going through your phone and downloading the app, all right? So make sure you have MetaTrader 4 downloaded. It's a free app, okay? Once you have MetaTrader 4 downloaded, you can either go live, which we'll talk about. Remember, I told you can go to YouTube and understand how to open up a live account, or you can use a demo account, okay, to practice. I recommend using a demo account when you first start trading. That way you learn and don't make any mistakes. Make any mistakes. Is that making sense? A lot of you guys know are anxious to make money right now. You're saying, "Hey, I want to make money. I want to go live. I want to go live." But I'm telling you, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Type number 2. Right. So step number 1, once you have your MetaTrader 4 app open, you're going to see that screen right there on step number 1. You're going to see the quotes. We like to call them the quote screen. You're going to see all those numbers going up and down. Guys, there's $1.7 trillion being moved right now in the market. $1.7 trillion being moved in the market right now in the palm of your hand. Okay. Those are the quotes, right? Step number 2, you're going to select the pair that you want to trade, right? I like to trade US30 in our chat. We're doing US30, so you want to select US30. Okay. Now, let's make this clear. What I'm showing you right now is an iPhone platform. The Android is going to look a little different. Okay. So step number 2, when you select trade, you're going to select US30. You're going to see trade come up. On an Android, you're going to see new order. Okay. Step number 3, okay, you're going to select the type of order it is. At the top, you're going to see market execution. You're going to tap market execution, okay, and select the order type. Every trade we put in at night is not an instant trade. It's a pending trade. So it's either going to be a buy stop or a sell stop. Actually, it's going to be both. And we'll talk about that soon, okay? Step number 4, you're going to enter the details of the trade signal. The price, okay, which is the entry point. The stop loss, aka the SL, which is the line that protects us, okay, and kicks us out at a certain percentage, right? It's our insurance line, so we don't blow our accounts. And then we have our take profit, TP. It's our line that says, hey, once we move up to our zone where we're satisfied, kick us out in profit. Okay. Does everybody understand that so far? Step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. Give me some number 1s in the chat if you understand that so far. 1s, 1s, 1s. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Let's talk about the trade entry example. All right. So how many people have seen the trade signals right here? This is an example of a trade signal right here on the left. US30 buy stop, US30 sell stop. They come out every single night, okay? Entry equals price, okay? Make sure you take the notes. You see entry on your phone, on the trade idea, it equals price, okay? TP equals take profit. Very simple stuff. SL equals stop loss. It's our protection line, okay? Our trading style is intraday. Intraday means we're in there for the day and we're getting out today, okay? Swing trading is long-term. So you guys know the difference. Intraday, short-term. Swing trading is long-term. We're going to be in the trade for quite some time, okay? All right, that's what that means. It meaning entering the trade today and exiting the trade today, all right? So right here on the left, you have an example of a trade idea, okay? Right here on the buy stop, you see the entry point, okay? The entry point is 33106. So on the right-hand side, you see an example of MetaTrader 4 where it says price, okay? You're gonna enter 33106 where it says price, okay? Easy, TP, 33136. You're gonna take those numbers, you're gonna enter under the take profit. Now, if you're on an Android, you may have a green line and a red line. It's not gonna say TP and stop loss, okay? The red line represents stop loss, the green line represents take profit. And then you have your entry point at the top, okay? Sell stop. You're gonna go up to the menu at the top where it says buy stop. You're gonna tap that, a menu will drop. You're gonna select sell stop. On the entry point, you're gonna type in 32847. It's literally copy and paste. You're gonna put those numbers where it says price, okay? Same thing with the Android. The TP means take profit, 32817. You're gonna type in 32817 next to take profit. Is this simple or what? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Stop loss, SL means stop loss. You're gonna take 33176. You're gonna enter it into the stop loss line. Again, Androids, the red line represents stop loss. The green line represents take profit. Is this making sense so far to everyone? Let me check the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Moving right along. Okay. Let's talk about the investments. Let's talk about the investment, okay? The investment is the lot size. We're gonna talk about the pips, the lot size, okay? Now, 0.01 equals $1. A lot of you guys might see 0.01 and see a lot size and may think it equals 1 cent. It does not equal 1 cent. 0.01 when trading US30 equals $1, okay? We'll explain that in a second, okay? 0.10 equals $10 per pip. 1.0 equals $100 per pip, right? So when you go on MetaTrader 4, you're on the quote screen, remember the quote screen, you select US30, you're gonna see this screen right here when you select trade, okay? Right under market execution, you're gonna see your lot size. You can change that lot size by tapping on it and typing in what lot size you want. But depending on what your balance is, okay, should be the recommended lot size you should be choosing, okay? So if you're looking at the trade idea and we say 0.01 per 1,000, if you have $1,000 in your balance, your lot size should be 0.01, right? Which means $1 per pip. Why? Because US30 moves hundreds of pips at a time and is very aggressive. $1 might sound small, but it's really not. It's really not. And US30, the way she moves, sometimes can be unpredictable and she will eat your account alive, okay? All right? She will come for you if you're not careful. So for example, okay, let's talk about pips. PIP equals percentage and point. Every time the decimals you see right there where it says sell by market, buy by market, you see those numbers on top of the button that says sell by market on the right, buy by market. Every time those decimals move from 2 to 3, that's a pip. That's 1 pip. From 3 to 4, that's another pip. From 4 to 5, that's another pip, right? But it doesn't exactly move like that. It moves hundreds of pips at a time. 20, 30, 40 pips at a time. It moves, okay? And if you're doing 0.01 and it goes 2 pips in the right direction, you make $2, right? If it goes 2 pips in the wrong direction, you lose $2. Is this making sense? At a 0.01. So for example, right? So if we're at a 0.01, right? And we gain 30 pips in profit. How much do we profit? Right? The answer is right there, $30 in profit, because 0.01 equals 1 pip. And if we move up 30 points, 1 times 30, you understand what I'm saying? $30 of profit. So you can kind of calculate what your profit will be at the end of the night, depending on what your lot size is. Is this making sense? I do 30 pips every night. I calculate 30 pips every night. We'll talk about that, okay? Recommended risk, like we said at the bottom, is 0.01 lot size per 1,000. Pretty simple. That's the basics, guys. Pretty simple. Is this making sense so far, everybody? Type number 2, type number 2. Type number 2 in the chat if it's making sense so far. All right, we have number 2s. We have number 2s. We have number 2s. All right. So what I'm going to do right now, I think that's the end of that slideshow. It's pretty simple. I'm going to go into my phone and share the screen on my phone and show you the strategy that I use and how I kind of read the charts. You're gonna see how simple this pretty much is. Okay, you're gonna see how simple this is pretty much. And what time is it right now? We might just place a live trade sooner. Oh, 7:37. Okay, well, I'll show you an example of what we're doing here. So let me share my screen here. Let me stop the screen share here. One moment. Are we learning something so far? Are we learning something so far? Type yes if we are. I see a lot of you guys killing it in the Telegram chat. A lot of you guys are killing it. If you got and I recommend you guys share this with people. You know, you can go to, let me put this in the chat here. Actually, I can put it here on my phone. Let me do it on my phone here. It's a lot easier, right? You can go to Investing Made Easy, right? Investing Made Easy. InvestingMadeEasy.info. If anybody wants to know what you're doing, they says referred by, let them know who referred you. You understand? So if they go to the website and type, hey, they can say, Aisha referred Chanel, Deetra, James, Camille, whoever, you know, so we can know who referred, so you guys get the credit for it. You understand what I'm saying? Right? You get paid for referrals, you know, so Investing Made Easy. It's a simple one-pager, brief explanation. They submit their information. We get them started. You get the credit because they're referred by you, or we'll let you know that they submitted and we'll send them back to you. Okay. Let you know that, hey, they're interested. Go ahead and get them started. All right. Does that make sense? InvestingMadeEasy.info. Save that website. Share it with friends and family. Just have a conversation, you know, whether they want to get involved or not, that's okay. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is share my screen on my phone. And we're going to talk about more US30. Okay. Let me share my screen here. There it is. All right. I'm going to see if my screen pops up here. Can you guys see my screen? This is my iPhone. Voila, my iPhone. All right. There we have it here. So we talked about it. We talked about it, guys. MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 right here. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. This is the first screen we talked about. This is called the quotes screen. All these numbers moving up and down, it's money. Somebody type money. It's money, okay? $1.7 trillion moved per day. Amazing, amazing. And it's up to you, right, to copy and paste, make a profit, and learn and earn at the same time, okay? Copy and paste and learn and earn at the same time. We'll let more people in this chat right here. And this is being recorded, ladies and gentlemen, all right? All the stuff you see on the left-hand side, those are called pairs, okay? At the bottom there, I have US30, also have gold, and we'll get into gold a little later, not in this call, but gold, I like trading gold as well. It moves like US30, but less aggressive, okay? So we've been doing a little testing out gold a little bit. So we'll see some of that in the near future. But we're going to focus on US30. Okay. So you have US30 here. Okay. And then, oh, that's the gold chart. You have the US30 chart here. Okay. Perfect. And it's doing exactly what I want it to do. Okay. So right here on the US30 chart, guys, on the top left-hand side, you're going to see M15. M15 means the 15-minute chart. What does that mean? It means every 15 minutes, a new candlestick will pop up. What is a candlestick? Candlestick is this thing right here. That orange and blue thing. Why do we call them candlesticks? Because they look like candlesticks. There's a big block with a wick, right? That's why we call them candlesticks. Very simple stuff, right? Basics, right? So every 15 minutes, guys, a new candlestick will pop up. A new candlestick will form, okay? If I hit the M15 at the top and I go to M5, M5 means the 5-minute chart, okay? So every 5 minutes, right? Every 5 minutes, a new candlestick will pop and form. Is this making sense? Type number 2 in the chat because I don't want to lose anybody, okay? Very simple stuff, okay? M1, 1 minute. Every 1 minute, a candlestick pops up, okay? M30, every 30 minutes, right? Simple stuff. H1, every hour, okay? H4, every 4 hours. You guys understanding this? D1, every day, okay? W1, every week, okay? M, N, every month. So you kind of analyze the chart by going through all of these and have an idea, okay, what this market is doing. I'm telling you right now, guys, like, do you see this drop right here? You see this large candlestick, this big drop. That right there is somebody type money. Somebody type money. That's money right there. If you were in our chat and you caught that sell at the top and you wrote it all the way down, you would have literally changed your entire life overnight, depending on your lot size. Depending on your lot size, you could have really changed. How many pips is that? Somebody do the math, okay? Let's do the math. Let's do the math, okay? Somebody type in 32698. Let's just do 32698. We'll do it here, okay? 32698, 698. Okay, let's go back here. All right. And let's just see where that drop ended, okay? Let's just say right here, 32698. What if you wrote it all the way down? This is where it started consolidating right here. Let's just say right here, right? 31501. 31501. So minus 31501. 1,197 pips. What lot size are you using, ladies and gentlemen? Top your lot size. What lot size are you using trade with? 1,000. If you would have, let me tell you something. If you would have caught this sell from up here and you hit sell and rolled it all the way down and trailed the stop, all the way down to consolidation. We're going to talk about that right now. Okay. 1,197 pips. So if you're trading at a 0.2, that's $2 per pip. Somebody say 0. That's $2 per pip. 2 times 1,197. You would have made $2,394 that morning, I believe. It dropped that night. That night, you would have made $2,394. Somebody said $14, right? $14. 14 times 1,000. What was it? 197. You would have made $16,000 in one night on your smartphone just by hitting sell and following it all the way down. That would have been your profit in your broker account on your phone, in addition to whatever you're making, right? So you can kind of calculate what your profit is depending on your lot size if you understand your lot size. Does that make sense? I only do 30 pips a night, and that compounds and grows over time. But if you understand the market and you're following the signals, you're getting on this and you're studying, you would know that that market drop, and you can trail, and you understand how to trail the stop. You can follow that all the way down to the bottom to consolidation. Okay, let's talk about what that is. All right, US30 has a history of consolidating and dropping, or consolidating and spiking up. It just does that. It never fails. It goes from left to right. Consolidation is from left to right. You guys see that? From left to right, if you can see that, type number 9 in the chat. From left to right. It doesn't go up or down, right? Then all of a sudden, boom, it spikes down, or boom, it spikes up. Okay? This usually happens around 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Getting into London session. Take the notes. Okay? This usually happens around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's doing it right now. Look, let me zoom in. It's doing it right now, from left to right. In about an hour or two, this is going to drop down dramatically or spike up. I believe it's going to fall. Okay? Is this making sense? This is where we place our trades. This is why I place trade signals at 8 o'clock p.m. every night. I place trades during consolidation. I want to trap the market to catch that spike up or spike down. US30 has a history of at least going 30 pips before it moves in the other direction. It's going to go 30 pips at least before it reverses and goes the other direction. Is this making sense so far? Okay. All right. Here's another one. Do you guys see this? Do you see the consolidation here? Consolidation left to right, no movement, and then boom, a drop. Boom, a spike up. Are you guys catching this so far? Okay. Are you guys catching? How do I know it's going to fall? The trends, the news. I can go to my stock app and see, you know, look at the colors, the reds, the whole market's red. I can go in here. This is called a stock app. It comes with the iPhone. You can read this, guys. You got to read this stuff. What is the market doing? What are they doing on the New York Stock Exchange? What are they buying? What are they selling? All right. Asia markets lower as China economic data beats estimates. You know, all this stuff moves the market. Lower means down. Okay. Right. And as you can see, most of the indices, NASDAQ, they all follow each other and do the same thing. Once one market's down, they all pretty much go. When market's up, they all pretty much go. So it's just really analyzing what's going on in the news and looking at the market, okay? Is that making sense so far? Yes or no, right? And we can look at these trends. We can look at these trends. We can go to day. We can go to the day. Every single day. Each candlestick represents a day, okay? Check this out. Check this out right here, right? If I take this marker and I go down, is that a downtrend? Is that a downtrend, guys? Yes or no? Look at that red marker I put right there, right? Of course, you're gonna have your spike ups, you're gonna have your pullbacks, but is it ultimately going in a downtrend? Absolutely. Long term. So you can look at the history of things and look where it's been going for the past months. It's been dropping. Okay. It's been dropping. It's been dropping. Okay. Let me go back to my day. I'm gonna erase that so we don't confuse anybody. Erase this. Okay. And guys, you know, just so you guys know, I trade on my smartphone, so I don't. Yeah, the market definitely repeats itself always. Okay. The market repeats itself. Okay. It's gonna drop, and I tell you what, you see that big drop? This big drop right here. Eventually, it's going to recorrect itself. US30 is going to recorrect itself. It's going to shoot all the way back up to the top right here. All this is going to be recorrected soon, right? Well, this is going to drop and shoot all the way back up. How many of you are going to catch that big push up when it happens? How many of you are going to catch that 16,000, that 2, whatever, when it happens and follow that all the way up back to the top? When it does that, it's going to go there, right? It's going to go there. But I believe we're having big drops now, 30. Yeah, we probably going to go to, like, I believe probably almost 29, okay? Right above. right above, and it's going to, right there is going to be a bounce and shoot all the way back up, okay? Right, it has to recorrect itself. Look at this, here's another big drop. Look at this, guys. Look at this, look at the history. Big drops, right? Then the shoot up, boom. You see what I'm saying? Look at the big drop. Then you can see the market shoot all the way back up, boom, then it drops again. History repeats itself. Eventually, this is going to spike all the way back up again, all right? So let's talk about a strategy I use, right? I use intraday, and I like to trap the market, right? So I basically go off of support and resistance. Let's talk about what some support is. Support means the bottom. Support means the floor, okay? So at the top right here on my chart, this little cross up here is called the crosshairs. I can move my crosshairs around. Are you guys seeing that? I'm gonna zoom in. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this, okay? Let me zoom in. Let me go to the end of the market here, okay? Because this is where we're going to be based on. Everything we're doing is based on this section tonight, okay? Notice how every candlestick is going here and it's stopping. It's here and it's stopping. It's almost like an invisible roof that's stopping it. You notice how it's not going past this line here? Let me make a line, okay? Look, I'm gonna make this is an invisible roof, all right? Let's just say that line right there is the roof, okay? That's called resistance. Write that down. It's called resistance, okay? That line right there is called resistance, also known as the roof, okay? Let's make another line here. The bottom, the floor, okay? Notice, let me zoom out a little bit. Notice these candlesticks right now are consolidating. Nothing has went past the floor. It's an invisible floor. That's also known as the support. Does that make sense, guys? I'm gonna put the trade signals in front of you guys too, so you guys can copy these trade signals, and I'm gonna put it, okay? Right? And basically, this is where I'm gonna market tonight. I'm gonna market right now. I'm marking it. I'm actually reading the chart right now in front of you. This is where we're gonna market it, right? Okay. So we're trapping the market, right? That's basically what I'm doing. I'm finding that consolidation. I'm looking for that support and resistance. It doesn't always equal up evenly like this every time. You just got to really know your stuff, guys. After a while, you start to see it, right? But right now, it's pretty simple. It's consolidating perfectly right now, okay? And we pretty much marked the resistance and the support, okay? So right here on my, I'm on a Cock Forex right now. I'm on a Cock Forex broker, so you guys know I'm using Cock Forex right now, all right? So the resistance, which is the roof, is marked at, if you look at the box on the right-hand side, 30870. That would be my entry point, okay? That would be my entry point for a buy, okay? So all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna tap there, hit trade, okay? Right? I'm gonna hit trade and put my lot size in, okay? And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go to market execution, and I'm gonna hit buy stop. Let me explain what buy stop means, okay? Let me go back to the chart, okay? Buy stop means I want the candlestick to go up and through my line, okay? That's what the buy stop is. So buy stop means this is my pending trade. It's not entering the trade right now. I want the market to go up and through on a buy. That's what a buy stop means, okay? How high do I want it to go up? I want it to go at least 30 pips, okay? So if my entry point is 30870, okay, I'm gonna hit trade. 30870, you gotta remember these numbers, okay? I'm gonna put in 30870 right here in price on a buy stop. Notice how my place button became blue because it's the right numbers. Does it make sense? My take profit is going to be 30 pips, right? So you just go like this. You type in the entry 30870 plus 30. That is your TP, 30900. So you type in 30900. I'm blue. Does that make sense? You guys caught that so far? And then you hit place. Voila. So now my entry point is at 30870. If this blue candlestick touches that yellow line, my trade is active. If it goes through my yellow line up top, I'm in profit. Once it hits this red line, I'm out. Okay. I'm on COT Forex. I am not on Hugo's Way. I'm placing these trades on the COT Forex broker. Okay. As a matter of fact, I challenge you guys on Hugo's Way to follow me. Okay. And open up your chart. Open up your chart and mark it up like you see me doing it right now. And figure out what your numbers are. Can you use these same numbers on Hugo's Way? Yeah. Yeah, you can. But if you want the right numbers, you got to mark them up. Okay. So if my lot size is 1.00, how much money is that per pip? Can anybody tell me? A 1.00. My lot size right now is a 1.00. How much dollars is that per pip? Can somebody tell me? $100 per pip. Absolutely. Okay. If I do 30 pips tonight, how much profit is that? If I do 30 pips tonight, how much profit am I expected to see? $3,000 tonight. That is absolutely correct. Do you see you can predict the future? All I need is this blue candlestick at the end. This blue candlestick or the market. Now, I'm not going to say this blue candlestick. I'm just saying the market. Whenever it goes, I need to shoot up, hit this yellow line. It will activate my buy. And if it goes up just this right here, just 30 pips, $3,000. Okay. Just from here to here, 3,000. Imagine if it goes all the way up here. I'm going to take an extremely long vacation. Let's just say I don't have a TP and I just ride it all the way up and it comes all the way up here. I'm going to take an extremely long vacation. And you guys can come with me, right? All right, so the stop loss is where, let's talk about stop loss, all right? I do emergency stops, guys. I do emergency stops. What do I call emergency stop? I put my stop loss way out the way. And then I move it as the market moves, right? So I always do my stop losses last, okay? I always put in my stop losses last. I put in the entry point in the TP, and then I put the stop losses last. So now we have our entry point for the buy. We have our take profit for the buy. You follow me so far, right? Our sell, we have our sell, right? Let me tell you what the sell is. At the bottom, the support. Now what happens? If the market shoots down, it's going to activate and hit this yellow line. We want to do a sell stop. We want it to go through and through the bottom on a sell stop, okay? That will activate our sell. And it goes down 30 pips, TP, right? So right now, the sell and the support is at 30791. Does that make sense so far? I've marked the support at the bottom, the consolidation. It hasn't went past here. There's an invisible line. So I found the support around this area here, around 30791. Right? So I'm gonna hit trade. Right? I'm gonna go up here, hit sell stop, and I'm gonna type in 30791. If you're on COT Forex, you can copy these right now. This is the live trade I'm doing. Okay. How many pips down do I want to go? 30. Okay. So I'm going to go to the calculator. 30791 is the entry. I'm going to minus now. I'm not going to plus. I'm going to minus because we're going down. Remember on the buy, we hit the plus sign, 30, up. On the sell stop, we want to minus 30. 30761 is the TP. It's so easy, guys. 30761 is the TP, right? And we're going to hit place. Are you guys following me so far? Right? So if you look, let me go on a bigger chart so you guys can see it. Let me go on like the hour so it stretches out. Let me go on there. Let me see if the day will show up. There it is. All right. So you guys see it here. You see my little lines, right? I don't know if you guys can see it on my screen. It's very small, but I have my yellow lines, which is the entry, and the red lines are my take profits. Okay, let me go back to the 15-minute chart. Notice how I'm trapping the market. Look at my yellow lines, guys. There's a yellow line at the top, and there's a yellow line at the bottom. So I'm telling, hey, US30, if you want to go down, go down. We're going to eat if you go down. If you want to go up, go up. We're going to eat on the way up. But either way it goes, we're going to get paid tonight because we're trapping the market. Does that make sense? That makes sense so far? Type some 10s in the chat if that's making sense to you guys. Right? We're trapping the market, guys. I'm recording this as well. I'm recording this. Oops. I think my screen went off. Let me share my screen again. 1 second. I'm gonna go back to my share. Share screen. Here we go. Here we go. Start broadcast. Let's go back up here and share the screen. There we go. Okay. We're trapping the market, guys, on the top and the bottom, right? Resistance at the top, support on the bottom. Let's talk about the stop loss, okay? So my sell stop loss, okay? I usually put it above the buy and take profit. It's pretty far. Guys, the stop loss is pretty far. Woo, it's pretty far. The pullbacks, if you don't have the balance for the pullbacks, you guys can make your own stop losses. I put my stop loss there. Once I go in profit, I move it closer in the profit zone. Does that make sense? I don't keep my stop losses where they are. It's called trailing the stop. Write that down. Trailing the stop means you want to move your stop loss in the profit zone. So once your trade goes in the profit zone, either up or down, you take the stop loss and you move it down, okay, and protect your profits, okay? So for now, I go above the TP, right, at the top. So the buy TP, right above that line is going to be my stop loss for the sell, all right? So my stop loss is 30912. So what I'm going to do is go to trade, all right? I'm going to go ahead and hit sell, modify it. Wait, what was that? So you got to remember these numbers. I'm going to use 30910, okay? 30910. Hit this, hit modify, and just type in 30910 and hit modify, right? Now I have another red line there. That's my stop loss for myself. Is that making sense? Is that making sense so far? Okay. Now, for my stop loss, for my buy, has to be at the bottom. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to scroll down. I can't really see it. You know, you got to know how to maneuver with these. I can go to the day, right? My stop loss is going to be below the take profit of the sell for the buy. So I'm going to take this crosshairs. I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to make my stop loss. It's right above. It's right below the TPs, guys, every time. Above the take profit on the buy, below the take profit on the sell, okay? So 30734 will be my stop loss for my buy. 30734. So I'll go here to trade screen. I'll hit this, hit modify. And the stop loss, I'll type in 30734 and hit modify. Okay. And there we have it. There we have it, guys. There we have it. Right? I have, every time my chart looks like this, guys, it's always 4 lines. 2 lines at the top, 2 lines at the bottom, and the yellow lines in the middle are the entry points. It's always even like that. Okay. Are you guys following me so far? It's always even like that. Okay. 2 lines at the top, 2 lines at the bottom, and in the middle, you have your entry points. Okay. I'm trapping the consolidation. Remember, every time at 8 o'clock p.m., I'm trapping the consolidation. Okay. Does it always even out and match up this way all the time? No, the market moves a little different. But when you can, if you understand the way it moves, okay, and you can find support and resistance, you can pretty much mark up your charts. And this is all I do. It's all I do, right? Now, scalping is a little different. We mark up different bank zones. We're gonna do a training on that a little later, okay? I mark up my time, my charts on the 15-minute chart, guys, every time. 15 minutes. Mark up the charts on the 15-minute chart every single time, right? 0.01 per 1,000. 0.01 per 1,000. If you have $1,000, 0.01 lot size. Can you trade with a higher lot? Yes, you can. You can do 0.0, but I'm telling you guys, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. You want to take discipline and steady grow over time. Trust me, the build will come if you just stay patient. The build will come. Okay, the build will come. All right. So trailing, let's talk about trailing the stop. Okay. So how do you trail the stop? Let's just say this market shoots up past my yellow line. We're doing 30 pips. Let's say about 15 to 20 pips. I can take my stop losses way at the bottom, way down here, and I want to pull it up above the yellow line. Does that make sense? So right now the stop loss is way down here. Once we're in profit in the buy, you're going to take that stop loss and you're going to trail it. You're going to move that stop loss in the profit zone. That way, if you have a pullback, it keeps you out of profit. Okay. How do you move that stop loss? You take the crosshairs. Look, just like this, the cross at the top. You take the crosshairs and you find the number on the right hand side. There's that white box right there. Right now it says 30882. You find that box, that white box, okay, and you modify the trade. You go to trade, you select it, you hit modify, you erase the stop loss numbers, and you put the new numbers in. Does that make sense? That's how you move the stop loss and trail the stop. If that makes sense so far, type number one. Does that make sense so far? Type number one. Okay. Perfect. I'm seeing ones. Awesome, awesome. So guys, this is just pretty much one way to trade US30. There's so many different strategies. There's so many different strategies to trade US30. There's so many, my goodness. You just got to master one. This is the one I've mastered and it just works for me. You know, it works for me. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to be able to put signals in the chat for you guys to copy and paste and at least make some type of money and learn. But you can take this and make this your own. You can make your own stop losses, guys. You don't have to follow my stop losses. You can, if you want a shorter, you know, maybe you put your stop loss at 50 pips, 30, it's up to you. You know, you can modify your stuff. How much are you willing to risk? You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is what I do. What I want to do right now, because I know it's 8:09, I'm going on for about an hour. I'm going to open it up. Let me stop the share here. I'm going to open it up for Q&A. If you guys have any questions, okay? If you guys have any questions, let me know. Raise your hand or type the number 3 in the chat and I'll get your questions answered. You guys have any questions at all? Any questions? All questions are great questions. Type the number 3 in the chat or you can raise your hand. 3 in the chat or you can raise your hand. Anything that we went over. Why do I prefer US30? US30 is, I would say most professional traders trade US30. You're not going to find a professional trader that's really not trading outside of index, the index, NAS 100, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, or US30 because they're aggressive. How can I compare this to, you know, okay, let's just say this. Let's just say this. A 1.0. When you trade 1.0 in US30, that's $100 per pip. Does that make sense? If your lot size is if your lot size is a 1.00, that equals to $100 per pip. If you trade EUR USD, okay, at a 1.0, you do 1.0 on EUR USD, that's $10 per pip. You see the difference, right? You see the difference? Your regular Forex pairs are not as volatile and aggressive as the index at US30. All right. If you could trade EUR USD with $50, $10, and the trade will activate. If you try to trade USD, I'm sorry, US30 with $10, the broker will reject you. You need at least $500 to $1,000 in your broker account to even trade US30. Anything less than that, the trade won't go through. You'll get rejected every time. You see what I'm saying? So it's aggressive. It's fast acting. You can make big money fast. You can make money fast in any pair, depending on what your strategy is, depending on your lot size. But it's the volatility and the aggressiveness of US30 that I love. That gets the job done quick. You know, so I love US30. And that's all I need. I don't trade any other pair. Or I tap into gold sometimes. You know. So yeah, that's why I like to trade US30. It's the bag, baby. Yes, sir. The fact that US30 is so aggressive and that you do need $500 to $1,000 to trade it. If you don't have those funds, you can always go to prop firms like myforexfunds.com. A lot of you guys are using funded accounts, which I love. You know, you can actually trade other people's money. They'll fund you 50,000, 100,000, depending on what entry level you want to become. My Forex funds, they have this thing called the evaluation, right? Where they put you through these phases, right? So if you pay $299, they'll give you 50,000. They'll give you $50,000 of their money, okay? And what they say is, hey, if you can prove that you can trade this money, we're gonna give you a demo account of 50,000. We're gonna give you a loan. It's not even a loan. They you have to pay it back. You don't have to pay it back. We're gonna give you 50,000 in the broker account. If you can pass phase 1 and phase 2, we're gonna make this account live. And whatever profits you make off this balance, we're gonna give you about 75 to 85% of the profits. Guys, they're doing this right now. It's so easy do you guys understand what I'm saying? You can pay $299. They'll give you 50,000 for $299. You can't trade US30 really with $299 on a live account. I'll be honest with you. A lot of you probably would blow your account with just $209. If you go right now and you try to put $300 in the US30, can you trade US30 with $300? Yes, you can. But it's a great chance that you might blow. It's going to take, it's what a 0.01 lot size. If it goes the wrong direction, if you get one of those dips like I showed you, and you just happen to have the wrong trade, your account's gone. It's gone. It's gone. You have to go back to the bank and put another 300 in, another 3. How many people experience that? You blown account again? I've done it. Account after account after account after account, you just blow account, because just the emotions kick in. You see the money being made. You want to hurry to get to your goal fast. I experienced that. But with these prop firms, you can build slow, but with a big balance. And the evaluation is like, they say, hey, your goal is to make 10% of the balance or whatever it is. Like if you have 100,000, like if you have $500, they'll give you 100,000. And your first goal is to make $8,000. But it's a $100,000 account. So you kind of actually up your lot size and you can make the 8,000, right? So my lot size is 1.0. If I hit, that's 3,000 a night. So when you have those large accounts, it's simple to hit those goals, but steady. So now here's the thing. You get the 100,000, your first goal is 8,000. Here's the thing with the prop firms. You're not allowed to lose a certain percentage. Does that make sense? So the pullbacks that we experience in these trades, the only thing about the prop firms is you can't go below a certain percentage. I believe it's like 10% in a day. If you go below 10%, they call it a breach. They will cut the account off. Hey, you went too much negative in the equity, not your balance, the equity. If you go below 10%, they will cut the account and say, hey, they sent you email, you have breached. You went too low, and they will take away the 100,000, and then you have to go ahead and pay another 500 again to get the $100,000 account back, or another $300 to get the $50,000 back. Does that make sense? So those are slow, steady bills. And I tell you what about these prop firms like My Forex Funds, they're amazing because it disciplines you. If you know you're going to negative, you're going to jump out. It disciplines you, okay? It disciplines you to watch your chart and exit versus a live account. You may stay in it longer and say, oh man, I'm so negative, I'm negative. I'm gonna wait for it to come back, it's gonna come back. On a prop firm, if you go negative, you jump out like you're supposed to, because you know you're gonna lose the account if you go over 10%. So you gotta watch your lot sizes, you gotta watch the pullbacks and enter at the right moments. Did anybody have any questions? I'm looking in here right now. This strategy works perfect at 8 p.m. Yes, London session. I only do the strategy at 8 p.m. Yeah, because this is where you're going to see the consolidation at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then it's London session. It works great during London session. London session. London, this is London session. Okay, I learned from Dr. Kathy, and she had the London payout. She called her strategy the London payout. And she always placed her trades around this time. Those signals would come out. And I'm like, here she goes. One time, Dr. Kathy got sick and she didn't put the signals out. I was just copying and pasting. I said, oh my God, how am I supposed to make money? How am I supposed to make money if the educators stop placing trades? What am I going to do? I was just copying and pasting. I went and I studied. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? If you want to be successful, I'm going to be all the way real with you. If you want to be successful, you know, you have practice on demo, but you have to go live. Don't fool yourself. Pay yourself. Don't fool yourself. Because I tell you one thing, when you trade on a demo account, it seems so, oh, it's so easy. Oh, I made this much money today on a demo. When you go live, your emotions change. Oh, it gets real. It don't feel like demo. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? When you go on demo, you trade demo, you get the strategy, and you sing all these profits. Oh, profit. Oh, yeah, what I did today. Go live. Let's get paid and pay some bills. Because when you go live, your fingers start shaking now. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's broker fees. Things are different. There's broker fees. So the TP. So I'll tell you right now, when you go live, let's just say when you do 30 pips on a live account, your amount is not going to exactly be an even, you know, amount and even profit, because the broker is going to take his fee. It's going to be a little bit less than what you thought you were going to get. If you go live and you have too many trades, sometimes you might get kicked out and margined out early. It's completely different. You really got to know your stuff. This is where you have to master the strategy, and you have to experience live. It's a different ball game from demo. It's a different ball game. When those brokers want the fees, when you get margined out, when you put in 3 trades at a time and one cuts out early because you don't have enough money. Do you understand what I'm saying? You only got 2, or one is negative and the other one's positive, and you're like, what happened? We're live. Live is fun when you have a lot of money in your broker. When you have a lot of money in your broker in a live account, then you can start trading like you have a demo. When you first start, you got to really, sometimes you got to exit early. That's when I say, hey, take profits if you're satisfied. When I put in, take profits if you're satisfied. That pullback might kill you. All blues count. All blues count. If you don't hit the 30 pips, take the 20. Take the 15. If it pulls back negative 20 pips, close it. Take the L. Go back the next day. Is that making sense? I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself too. I'm not perfect. But I know this stuff. I know this stuff, right? So I encourage everybody on this line, yes, start with demo. Practice putting the trades in, practice strategy, but you have to go live, okay? Once you go live, Pay yourself out every Friday. Feel the profits. Feel it. Treat yourself. Pay yourself a percentage that's not going to mess up your account. Pay yourself a percentage that's not going to mess up the compounding, right? But you have to pay yourself every Friday. Go and hit that withdrawal button. Go on your broker sign-in, withdraw, ask for your Bitcoin address. It goes straight to your broker account, and you can convert that into cash. It's a great feeling when you can do that. Go on a vacation. You start walking and talking different. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Work to build a live account. You have to be super, that's right, James. You have to be super disciplined. Like when I tell you, when your emotions go full throttle on a live account, it's nothing like demo. Nothing. You got nerves that you ain't never knew you had before in your body that just start appearing like, oh my goodness, I'm negative $10. Oh my, I'm negative $10. You getting heart attacks over negative 10 because you're so excited because it's real. I've blown so many accounts, guys. I've blown so many accounts, but right now I'm super excited to be where I'm at right now. That it's just like, you know, there's nothing you can do about the emotions. I still get emotions to this day. There's nothing you can do about it. So it just comes down to discipline. It comes down to discipline. And if you feel like you want to trade some more during the day, trade on a demo account. If you got to get that itch off, trade on a demo account and then have that account that's live and just, you know, place your strategy, get your percentage and leave it alone for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to scalp with Gabe, scalp on a demo, right? Scalp on a demo. And when you're comfortable and have a nice balance that you can survive pullbacks, you need a nice balance to survive pullbacks. I tell you, she's crazy sometimes. Then that's when I say go live on a scalping session or have a very low lot size that you can handle those pullbacks. Those pullbacks are crazy. They're crazy. So any questions, guys? Any questions so far? Any questions? You can raise your hand or that's right down. There are rules and this is science. Do I trade out of a computer? No, I do everything on my smartphone. I like trading on the go. I do everything. That's the beautiful thing about trading Forex. You can do it from your smartphone. That's the beautiful thing. I like to trade on the go. I'm all over the place. I don't really have time to sit in front of a computer, though, like unless I'm doing Zooms like this, but I'm never trading. I never trade on the computer at all. It's all on my smartphone. I mark up the charts on my smartphone. I place trades on my smartphone. You know, not unless I'm on a Zoom or something. I might be on a computer. Yeah, I like being on the go. Right at your fingertips. That's right. Right at your fingertips, right there. Oh, that's the whole purpose of what we do too. We want to promote trading on a smartphone. We want to simplify it. You know, right in the palm of your hand, you could 10x your income. Right in the palm of your hand. You don't even need a computer. You know, but if you want the whole setup with the screens and all this stuff and looking at that, well, some people do that. That's perfectly fine. But most people that are trading Forex, they might have the setup on the screens and they're looking at and reading the charts, right? But they're executing the trades on their phone. So I could have my phone right here. If I'm looking at the chart here, I got the screens up, but I'm executing the trades still on my smartphone. Does that make sense? That's what Gabe does. Gabe has the screens. He has a whole lab. He has the screens and he's marking up charts and he's reading, but he's executing the trades on the smartphone. He's entering and exiting on the smartphone. Yeah. Yep. You can set up whatever you need on that smartphone, whatever you need, you can set up on the smartphone. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Yes, I will be sharing this. So as soon as I'm done with the Zoom, I'll be putting out the link and you guys can replay this link and share it with your team members, friends, whoever missed it tonight. You can share this with them. Okay. And again, we'll be doing another trade, another training Guys, we want to talk about everything, right? I'm going to have Dion Ways and Means come up and talk about the DeLorean on one of the trainings one day. We'll set up a PowerPoint and talk about the DeLorean and how you can read the charts using the DeLorean strategy. We're going to do a training with Gabriel Montoya. Boy, that guy's been killing it. He's been training with us since 2019. Went from HFX and just in the back of the classroom doing his thing. He's an entrepreneur amongst other things, and just started doing the copy and paste with the US30 and mastered it through going to the platforms, the education, and just made it his own. And just this crazy what he's doing right now. He's a full-time trader. He's a full-time trader. He gets to do whatever he wants at home with his daughter full-time. In addition to that, do other things he loves to do, multiple streams. That's what this is all about, guys. It's about taking these profits and expanding your portfolio. You know, that's what I do. I've started a whole trucking company off of US30, an entire trucking company. So, you know, you could take this and do whatever you feel like you want to do and expand and build other things you love to do and create a monopoly. You know, whatever profits come from other streams, you can put it back in a trading platform, flip it and go. You see what I'm saying? Create your own monopoly. This is only the first. Copy and paste is only a stepping stone. It's the first step. Learning and being independently profitable is the second step. From there, sky's the limit. Yes, every Wednesday we will continue to meet. So guys, if you're local in California, we meet at the Aloft every Wednesday in the lobby. It's a cool vibe. It's a bar, there's music, there's games there, and we mix. It's like a mixer. We go and talk about investing. We talk about the platform, all things investing, not just US30. We talk about crypto. We talk about stocks. We talk about everything. We talk about the platform. There's so many different platforms and vehicles. Guys, I trade crypto. I trade stock. I trade everything. I'm in stock trades right now and options. I'm in stocks right now, Robinhood. I got money in everything. US30 is just one thing. I'm telling you, once you understand one chart, you can read them all. You can read them all. It's, you know what I mean? You can read them all. You know what I mean? So what do you want to do? It's all up to you, right? So every Wednesday, Aloft in Ontario, California. You can Google Aloft Hotel in Ontario. I believe it's Rancho off of 4th Street, right down the street from Top Golf. Speaking of Top Golf, I think we can start doing some things and going out and as a team fellowship and maybe do some at Top Golf. You know, make money, have fun, right? Why not, right? And learn. So yeah, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are at the Aloft Hotel. Come down with your notes, bring your guests. Let's teach, let's earn, let's learn, and have a great rest of 2022 going to 2023 and do big things. Who else is saying something here? Warrell, this was training I was looking for. Outstanding. Thank you, Warrell. Let's link soon, man. Miss you, buddy. Miss you. Seriously. Come down the hill and let's link soon. Come down to one of the meetings, man. Or give me a call. Or message me. All right. So this has been recorded. Thank you for joining tonight's call. I did put out well, I didn't put out none of the signals yet, but I am in the trade. If you guys are on the line, you're in the trade now. I will put those signals right after this call, and we'll also post the Zoom and the Hugo's Ways numbers as well. So yeah, we're good to go. Thank you for joining. I'm Win with Sand, and I'm signing out. Until next time, we are going to do this on a regular basis. Keep your eyes open and post it for the next Zoom. Enjoy your night.